just before the bushfire occurred in 1967, the circus came to Sorell. I believe it was the Worth brothers, or Worth and someone else, and they had a number of animals, including elephants. Before the bushfire took place, for a publicity stunt, the circus people had two elephants race along Cole Street from where the traffic lights start now, along to the Sorell Cafe. They had two locals on the elephants. Fred Wheel, who was the proprietor of the Sorell Cafe on the corner opposite McDonald's, was on one elephant, and Graeme Pluggy Jones, a local sportsman, was on the other elephant, and they came racing along to the shop. Mrs. Gwen Reynolds told me this story. Unfortunately, Gwen's not with us now and is not here to tell the story. Anyway, when the bushfire started, they loaded all of the animals up and the smoke got to Sorell, and they took them out onto the Sorell causeway. I have heard that possibly the elephants may have been unloaded into Orielton Lagoon. The school children from the school, quite a few of them were picked up. Mrs. Reynolds picked up her two children, and she told me that she drove over the causeway and she had to go past the wagons from the circus that were on the causeway. And the children that were still at the school ended up in the water or on the mud flats on the what is now the Ingham's chicken factory side, the eastern side of the causeway. I have heard told that some of the elephants might have been in the water on the lagoon side, on the western side of the causeway. If they weren't, they were still in the wagons on the causeway. So it's pretty interesting that the school children and the circus all ended up at the causeway, and of course it saved their lives.